The tariffs are going to be negative on the price of the alfalfa. 80% of the export market goes to Asia.
Tariff troubles are hitting everyday Utahns, from farmers to card collectors and even online shoppers. But for a local economics professor, the biggest worry is not the prices or the tariffs themselves. It's the uncertainty.
When we don't know, we can't plan. And when companies can't plan, they don't hire, they don't stock up on inventory. It's been a whirlwind.
It's been a whirlwind, and that's creating wedding woes for some brides looking to say yes to the dress. But tariffs are already causing the price of wedding dresses to skyrocket, and that's leaving Utah brides and business owners with some tough choices. We've heard how the tariffs are impacting people in the market for cars, electronics. But what about brides? The cost of wedding dresses is apparently going up, and we wanted to talk to a bride about how that could impact them. You look so pretty.
Thank you.
How important is a dream wedding dress?
I think it's very important. I feel like whenever I found my perfect dress, the thing that was most important to me was that I felt like my most authentic, comfortable, and beautiful version of myself.
What was the vision?
The vision was not this at first. It was not this at first. This kind of snuck up and surprised me. I was taken a little off guard, but my vision was to just feel beautiful and to feel elegant and romantic more than anything.
How big of a factor is the budget?
Oh, it's huge. It's huge. You never know exactly how much budget is really going to be realistically, I feel like. I know everybody's budget is going to be a little bit different. I had a little bit of a low budget while I was planning my wedding, and so it just got a little bit tricky throughout all of that, especially when it came to things like dresses and wedding venues and flowers and places like that.
You told me that you were surprised by the cost of things, especially dresses.
Yes, absolutely. I came in thinking wedding dresses costed like, $800, $500, things like that. I was very shocked to find out that the average wedding dress can run from anywhere between like $1,800 to about $2,500.
You mentioned flowers.
Yeah.
Flowers also are imported in addition to dresses. So what can that do to a bride budget?
It can make things difficult because you have a specific vision that you want for like your florals, especially because the florals are going to be a big part. They're going to be on your tables. They're going to be in your hands. The bridesmaids are going to have all of them. You're going to have these beautiful arches, and you don't really expect what that's going to look like whenever you first go into it. So you look at it and you're like, oh, I can do that all by myself. It's a little harder than you may think, but then if you ask somebody to do it, you're looking at thousands of dollars to have that happen.
It's hard because you're trying to plan a wedding, and yet there's so much uncertainty.
Yeah. Absolutely. It can be scary. It's nerve-wracking. It gives a lot of anxiety. That's why you hear a lot of brides say, I'm so stressed out, but it's all going to be okay.
You want it to be a perfect day.
Yes.
And not having to worry about how much my costs are going up.
Exactly.
What would you advise brides to do as you're thinking about this and you're going through this?
I think my biggest piece of advice was something that my mom said to me. Definitely talk to your person and figure out what's going to be best for you guys. Walk through it together. Do research. Research was something I really wish I had done. Luckily, I had a lot of friends who were able to be like, girl, we've got you. We've got your back. Let us help.
Yeah.
Which was awesome. But like I said, it can be so unexpected. So having your support system, doing your research, finding out everything you need to before you get started in all of this and entering the world of bride country is going to help out tremendously.
How much are these tariffs impacting your business?
More than you would expect. When it comes to us, we have kind of a set percentage. It's been up in the air. It's been constantly changing, which unfortunately provides a lot of uncertainty of how we're going to be moving forward. For our brides and the people that we're here to take care of, it's affecting by hundreds of dollars, and it's quite heartbreaking to see.
These dresses are imported.
Yes.
Show me some of these dresses. I mean, give me an idea, if you don't mind,
beautiful.
what do
Please.
some of them cost before and after?
Yeah, so I mean, take an example of something like this.
Wow.
This is something that is completely handcrafted.
It's heavy.
It's heavy. You've got high quality materials here. Something like this originally would have been close to $2,500. You're paying for a lot of artisan and craftsmanship that's here. After the tariffs, you're going to be looking closer to $2,000, $2,900, $3,000, depending on the tariff, depending on the day.
Yeah.
It's putting something above the average, and it puts something that could have been attainable no longer attainable for a bride.
And that's already happened in a lot of cases.
Yes.
People don't realize that, but that happened almost overnight.
Yes. Yep. Very quickly. We had a conversation about it that took the span of 2 days, and we had to decide what we were going to do moving forward because it went into effect for us very quickly.
So you've had to go through and fix all the price tags on all of these dresses.
Yep, a lot of manpower, a lot of hours were spent to take care of like what we needed to take care of and affect our inventory in the best way that we could.
And how are you handling this?
It's, like I said, a lot of uncertainty. At the end of the day, our goal, our mission, and it's been like this since day one, is to take care of brides. So there's lots of conversations that are held. We luckily have set up our infrastructure and our business in a good way where we have the room to absorb these costs for the time being. The tariffs are very temporary and they're kind of unknown for us, so we're trying to keep that keep it temporary. If it becomes more permanent, then conversations with our brides will need to happen on what a tariff cost might look like. But for the time being, it's something that we're carrying the brunt and the burden of, but we're very happy to do it because at the end of the day, the brides are the priority and they deserve a stress-free environment to come in and have magic and have a special experience where in the wedding world, sometimes that doesn't happen all the time.
You heard us all use that word uncertainty, and this is right as we're headed into wedding season. So good luck to all those brides. Now, tariffs, the economy, these issues make headlines, but there is another just as urgent, and that is how we treat each other. Timothy Shirver leads a national movement to restore dignity and trust. He was in Utah this week with a message.
What are you doing to make that go away?
He's talking about contempt, and there's a reason he's taking his message to young people like these students at Highland High.
Our young people are telling us we're at risk. We're lonely, we're discouraged, we don't have confidence, we're losing hope. That's a crisis.
Tim Shirver leads the organization Unite on a mission to ease divisions created by how we treat each other. He worries in this climate, young people don't know any different.
I think our national dialogue, the level of conversation that takes place about our politics and our businesses and our culture at the level of the country seems to be continuing to get worse. And notwithstanding which political leader is in office, the feeling that the other side is ruining the country, that the other side is damaging our lives, that the other side is causing tremendous breakdown, that view, which is contempt, has gotten worse. On the other hand, we see at the level of our own communities, in our schools, in our places of business, in our faith-based institutions, we see significant increases in the interest in connection. People are saying, I don't want to live like this anymore.
He's taking a similar message to the girls in the She Belongs soccer group, many who are made up of refugee students. He wants them to know America is still a place with people who care.
Believe in yourself and believe in others. There are a lot of people who want to be helping, who want to make a difference in your life. This is a generous country. It's still a country that has enormous compassion. It's still a country that has millions of people who believe and want to be of service to others, to contribute to the lives of others. Don't pay so much attention to what you read about America. Look at your fellow Americans.
He believes how we treat others is an expression of patriotism.
You can't love America and hate half of the Americans. Won't work. Won't get us to the future.
Shirver is also an impact scholar at the University of Utah and is helping students to learn and take part in scientific research surrounding dignity and political dialogue. Still ahead on Sunday Edition, the folding of the palms on this Palm Sunday.
These are blessed, and when we're reading this story, we are enthusiastically becoming part of it.
How one congregation uses the practice to bring us closer to Jesus Christ.